Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another Strixhaven School of Mages Mystical Archives etched foil set video. This happens to be the Japanese version of the Mystical Archives insert set. Yesterday we looked at the English etched foil version, and today we're going to tackle the Japanese counterparts. There are also 63 cards in the Japanese set. The easiest way to tell them apart, from the English etched foils is that they are written in Japanese and kanji along the left-hand side. The casting costs are the same, so if you're not familiar with the text on the card or you don't recognize the image, you can generally tell by the casting costs as well as the card number. So STA lets you know it's from Strixhaven, and then JP lets you know it's the Japanese version, and then card number 64. There's lists on the Gather site that you can find all the card numbers, but they also correlate in order of the numbered cards on the English version. So if Approach of the Second Sun was number 1 of 63. Approach of the Second Sun in the Japanese version is also the first card in that 63 card set, starting with 64. So I think they go all the way up to 126. 63 times 2 is 126, so that's how they get those numbers. We're going to start with the white cards at the top in a Wooburg order like we did last time. So there's Approach of the Second Sun. It is a mythical rare. Then we go to Day of Judgment. Put that so you can see the beautiful art. The Japanese versions are also borderless, like the English version was. And I did mention in the last video that the etched foils are very subtle. The whole surface is not foiled. It's just this little border outline of the text box down here. I thought that was pretty cool and just kind of subtle. And I liked how the paper felt on the cards. So if I were to play those in decks, I'd have to learn the images and card names if you don't speak Japanese. The third card in the Japanese set is Defiant Strike. Then we have Divine Gambit, looks like that, little dragon on it. That's an uncommon. We have Ephemerate, which is a rare. And Gift of Estates is also a rare for 1 colorless, 1 white. Yaya is the artist. I'm not very familiar with a lot of these Japanese artists, but they do some amazing work, very anime style on a lot of these cards. This is God's Willing by Tada. Mana Tithe looks like that. It's a rare card. We have Revitalize. Is an uncommon. We have our favorite Swords to Plowshares, which is number 73. It's got a little samurai on it. Nagano is the artist. And it says, for 1 white you exile target creature, controller gains life equal to its power. The last white card is Teferi's Protection. It is a mythic rare, and it is very cool. So those are the white cards. We'll go to the blue cards now. We have Blue Sun's Zenith. It is a different artist, Izoi. It's a different artist than the English versions, but very like watercolor, wood cutting. Very, very, very cool art on those cards. We have a Brainstorm, which you can see uses some like a dragon creature imagery on it. Looks like Ayako Ishiguro is the artist. That is also a rare. Compulsive Research is a rare. And then Counterspell. This is one of my favorite cards in Magic. This is the Japanese etched foil version, Mystical Archive from Strixhaven, card number 78 out of 126 technically. I also have a full foil version. You can see how the full foil is the full surface of the card compared to the etched foil. I'll show you the difference here. So this is full foil Japanese versus etched foil. And you can see how the shine only really goes over the full foil, and then on the etched foil is just this little text box outline. So that, I kept that in my set just because it's one of my favorite cards. I thought the red, white, and blue artwork on the Counterspell Japanese version looks pretty cool too. Moving along, we have Memory Lapse, which is a rare blue card. We have Mind's Desire, which is a mythic rare. Blue card number 80. We have Negate. We have Opt, which we saw in the English set by Ryan is the artist. Strategic Planning, Hattori Kyoka, and Tezzeret's Gambit. Tomohito is the artist, like a samurai there. And two more blue cards. We have Time Warp. Let's do the Time Warp again. And finally, the blue card, the last blue card. Yeah, we're gonna have space here. Is Whirlwind Denial. Uncommon. And you can see on the Japanese versions, you know, you can see that if you can read Japanese or kanji, you could spread your cards out like that and read all of the card titles left to right. I think they read top to bottom, right to left. But this is the black section of the deck set now. We have Agonizing Remorse. We have Crux of Fate. So this is a mythical rare with a dragon on it. That'd be a cool tattoo. Like if somebody was really into like that kind of tattoo, you could get a sleeve maybe done with that art. We have Dark Ritual. Very cool, classic card. I've seen that played, that version. Easy to remember because it's the 1 black casting cost, and down here it says 3 black mana to your mana pool. So even if you didn't really speak Japanese or have seen these cards before, you could kind of put some of the pieces together and figure out what they were. Probably the most famous card in the set is a mythic rare. It is the Demonic Tutor by Sumi Okazu. And that is really kind of the key card of the set. It is the etched foil. I think the full foil version is obviously a little more expensive than the etched foil, but you know, I just went with the value here to make the set, and it was within reach, and so I made it happen. This is Doomblade. That's what that looks like. The next card is Duress, number 92. She looks like she's under duress there, having a headache or a bad day. We have Eliminate. I do like how the image art, you know, you can kind of tell what the card does just looking at the art. This is Inquisition of Kozilek. It's a rare card. Sign in Blood, for example. You can see she's signing something in blood, these papers, and there's the blood and the pen. So you get the idea, but just by looking at the art. Then there is Tainted Pact, which is a mythic rare. There is Tendrils of Agony. A lot of people play this card in their legacy decks, vintage decks. I think it's vintage too. Village Rites, uncommon. And then the red cards. That was the last black card, and we go to Chaos Warp. Looks like that. Claim the Firstborn is that, and there's the Firstborn that he's claiming. So, you know, it makes sense. Faithless Looting. It's that card. We have Grape Shot. There's grapes in the image, so that'll help you remember which card is Grape Shot. We have Increasing Vengeance by D. Suzuki. Then we have Infuriate. For 1 red, target creature gains +3/+2 until the end of turn. You can see +3/+2 on there, so that helps tell you what that card does. The good old-fashioned Lightning Bolt for 1 red does 3 damage to target creature, and you can see those are lightning bolts. We have Mizzix's Mastery. I always have trouble with that title, but this is a mythic rare red card. We have Shock, which is an uncommon red card. We have Stone Rain, which destroys 1 target land. We have Thrill of Possibility, which for 1 colorless, 1 red, you discard a card, and then you draw 2 cards. And the last red card in the set here is Urza's Rage. That's Urza, clearly, and he is very raged, and that's a rare card. Now to the green cards, we have Abundant Harvest. There's some flowers in that harvest there. We have Adventurous Impulse is an uncommon. We have Channel again. She's channeling her life there to cast some spells. We have Cultivate. They are cultivating crops there. Harmonize. She's harmonizing right there. We have Croson Grip. It's like maybe the grip on a sword handle, looks like, with flowers. So that's also kind of looks like Black Lotus flowers with the green background and the purple flowers. That kind of reminds me of Black Lotus. And that is by Norikatsu Miyoshi is the artist. Very beautiful. Then we have Natural Order is a mythic rare in Japanese etched foil. We have Primal Command is a mythic rare as well. Japanese etched foil. Our favorite Regrowth lets you get cards from your graveyard. We have Snakeskin Veil, card number 120. It's uncommon. And then Weather the Storm is the last green card, number, whoops, that's the English, ha 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 ha, sorry. Weather the Storm, there she is, Weathering the Storm. That's card number 121, that is a rare. And then we have our 5 multicolored cards. We have Despark, which is white and black. Exiles target permanent with mana value 4 or greater. We have Electrolyze, which is blue and red. Does 2 damage divided equal as you choose. We have Growth Spiral, which is green and blue. Draw a card, put a land card from your hand into the battlefield. That's pretty good. And then the last 2 cards are Lightning Helix from the red-white facet, and is card number 125. It's a rare. And the final card in the Strixhaven School of Mages Mystical Archives Japanese etched foil set is card number 126. It is a rare card, Putrefy. 1 colorless, 1 black, 1 green. It lets you destroy a target artifact or creature, and it cannot be regenerated. So that's it. I appreciate everyone, again, who watched this video in the Strixhaven series. I think I have some other foil sets, not many. I don't have that many foils in my collection, but I do think they're cool. I really kind of liked the etched foils from this set. I was surprised to see Wizards come up with some other, showcase etched foils that looked a little different than these. I think they're just trying to figure out what is easiest to print, what is cost effective to print, what the players and collectors are liking. But for the value, this was a good fun set to collect. There's only 63 cards in it, so it's smaller than the Arabian Nights sets. So there's that. Long-term value, I don't know if these are gonna be harder to find. There's certainly, I think, if you can't read the card, you may not know if it's a good card or not. You'd have to see if it's a mythic rare or an uncommon to kind of determine if it's rare, what its rarity might be. But certainly the mythic rares are worth more than the uncommons. And so if anybody had, it's possible somebody opened these in their packs and didn't know what they were and traded them or tossed them out. So there's some probably attrition there that didn't make it into long-term collections, but that's just my guess of opening up packs of Magic over the years. But as you can see visually, I think it just looks really cool. It's just kind of a really cool looking set. The artwork is amazing, which is why we got into Magic in the first place, was from the artists. So just wanted to kind of show that set to you today. Appreciate the artwork. Thank you everyone for watching. Again, if you like this content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I try to do 1 video a day for as long as I have cards available in my collection. And we'll just kind of keep that pace going into the new year. I will find, I think the next set I'll look at, I do have some Modern Horizons 2 insert sets. So if you stay tuned to this channel, give this video a like, put a comment below, you'll get a notification when the next video goes up. And we'll take a look at some Modern Horizons 2 foil-y inserts in the next video. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day heading into the weekend. We'll catch you in the next one. Appreciate everyone. Take care.